everyone. In this episode, I'm going to demonstrate making Vetebrod. This is a lightly sweet, enriched bread laced with cardamom, and it's the flavor of my childhood. I just love it. So first, half of the flour, there we go. Some of the sugar, instant yeast, they're combined well before slowly adding lukewarm milk. It gets mixed until it's almost smooth. There can still be some very small lumps, that's just fine. Then I cover it up and let it rest until it doubles. It's pretty warm today. It only took about 45 minutes. And I'm going to add more sugar. The melted and slightly cooled butter. And the star of the show, cardamom. I'm very generous with my use of it. And this gets stirred in by hand, enriching and flavoring the dough beautifully. Then almost all of the rest of the flour. So there are 2 cups remaining, but I live in a humid climate, so I always leave out about 1/4 cup and just see how the dough absorbs. If it's still a little sticky, I'll add in the rest. It feels still a little bit moist. I'm going to mix just a bit longer, and then I'll determine if I want to add the remaining 1/4 cup. Yep, it can take a little bit more flour. And using a very low speed, it gets mixed in. We don't want flour going all over the kitchen or ourselves. If your bowl is messy, you can transfer it to a greased new bowl. But this one, the dough came away pretty clean, so I'm going to leave it in there. And just cover it up for about an hour and let it double. I have a cooking channel where I cook 100-year-old recipes if you're interested. Now time for the shaping, which is probably why you clicked on this video. It's very simple. My camera doesn't like all the activity. I apologize for the blurriness. So I'm going to shape it into a rectangle. And you can do a narrow one if you want more of a fishtail look. I baked both sizes so you can decide for yourself. And then one that's a little bit wider for more of a braid look. Although they both look braided. One just, I think when it's slender, looks like a fish's tail. And I always use a pastry towel when I make bread or pie dough or something like this because it's easier to move around and nothing really sticks to it. I can link the type of towel below if you're interested in getting some for yourself. So I use a pizza cutter just to score, so I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just making the lines, and that will be the center. But I do cut through on the sides. I lift just slightly, so I'm not cutting through the center, but still can make even cuts. And a pizza cutter is definitely the way to go for this job. And more cardamom because why not? And then I start to overlap those edges I just cut. See how easy that is? You can do it. Well, this is a beautiful loaf. The best part is the smell of your kitchen. In fact, your whole home when it's baking. I always would smell this when I came home from school as a child. My great aunt is Swedish. My father's Swedish. And lots of cardamom baking in our home. Okay, so here's the first one I made. It's a little bit wider, the one in the front, and the one towards the back is the fishtail style. And we do an egg wash with egg and just a little bit of water. Beat that up really well. And I check for any little missed spots that did not get tucked in perfectly before I put the egg wash over. And then a generous sprinkling of sugar. Some people like to put sliced almonds on top. And certainly you can do that, but I don't do that. then into the oven. Here they are after 30 minutes. Beautiful. I'll let them cool just a bit. It's good warm, but I usually eat it at room temperature with cold butter. But other family members like it toasted with melty butter on it, which is delicious also. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you make it, let me know how it turns out.